I feel that if it's not deep within your bones that this is what you want to do, don't waste your time. Because I've known many people in my life who pursue money that aren't happy and that aren't rich.
I want to make a Disney movie. Would you say it's smarter to, do something more stable and more realistic first?
So your question is, how big should I dream? Should I just be grounded in reality, or should I shoot for the stars? Rebecca, you're Asian, right?
Yes.
I'm like, gosh, who asked that kind of question? Somebody who has Asian parents, I think. Because I think when they handed out parents, Asian kids had it a lot tougher than Caucasian kids, right? Where like, you can dream to be anything you want, honey, right? Whereas
You can be a doctor or a lawyer.
yeah,
You
those
pick.
are your career options as long as one of those two were good, right? And then there's always like, oh, you know that art thing? You should probably have a backup plan. And so then you put your main plan, which is to be a designer, a creative person, and you put it on the back burner. Then you take accounting classes. Then you take legal. You get degrees and degrees on top of degrees, and it's just like, what the heck? So let's just realize something.
Would I rather work kind of more like web-based design, something more stable?
Well, what's the crazy stuff then?
Yeah, like making Disney art or like Pixar art.
Are you a good artist? Can you draw?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So for here, it's like what you want to work on, the Pixar art, okay?
Okay.
As what, like a character designer, storyboard artist?
Concept art.
So you must have some pretty incredible rendering skills, yeah? Or soon to be.
Yeah.
So are you at the Pixar level?
No.
How far are we? If Pixar is 1 to 5 and 5, where are you on the 1 to 5 scale?
I think I'm a 3.
So you're a 3. You're more than halfway. You're like on your way. You're almost there. So maybe an internship would work out for you, right?
Yeah.
Let's first understand something. Like what Rebecca sees as reality is not even reality. Because reality is what? Working at a shipping company?
Yeah.
It's all a matter of perspective here, okay? So let's kind of understand a couple of things. Now, I know if you were a UX UI designer and you're working for Google or Apple, first of all, you'd be killing it financially, okay? You'd be working at one of the top companies in the world doing things that make a difference to a lot of people on planet Earth. So some people are like, that's not even, that's a dream. Ask a kid in India, he'll tell you that's the dream. Because you know what? They're going to make $2,000 that year. Let's just keep things in perspective here. Now, when we talk about like how high we should aim, I feel this. I feel that if it's not deep within your bones that this is what you want to do, don't waste your time. Because I've known many people in my life who pursue money that aren't happy and that aren't rich. So you're sitting there, and let's just say the topic is UX, UI. And you're kind of meh about it, right? Who here is super passionate about web design? Okay, so you two up front are super passionate. What's your name? Samara? Samara and Larry, right? Okay, Samara and Larry. So these people are super passionate, like so much love for this stuff, right? And then there you are, Rebecca, and you're kind of meh, right? Just kind of whatever. So here's what happens. See, this is a clock. And it looks like this clock is at 1 p.m. or whatever, but it's not. It's 1 a.m. So when it's 1 a.m., what are you doing? You're probably catching Z's because you're like, yeah, whatever. And these two are grinding it out. So as you're going to chase the money, the stability, and all that kind of stuff, these two will be sitting there reading the latest blog from whoever talking about amazing UX design. They're attending the conferences. They're buying the books. They're watching the videos. They're doing everything they need to do because you can't stop them. The definition to me of passion is like when somebody doesn't pay you and you have all the free time in the world, what the heck do you do? That's what you need to tune yourself into. So we call this like listening to the heart's desire, right? Listening to your heart. And I think it's very, very important for all of you guys to listen to your heart. You got to listen to your heart because that passion is going to be the thing that separates you from the average people. The people at Disney and at Pixar, you got to imagine if they're there for any period of time, even to get in the door, they're like bleeding out of their eyes, like animation and Pixar. I love that project. Can't believe you did this on that frame. I'm like, what? So you know all about it. You know about the secret entrances and all the Easter eggs on the DVDs. You know all that stuff. Whereas Samara and Larry might not. I'm like, yeah, It's not an animated movie, whatever. Whatevs. So that's the thing. If you want to be happy, you got to listen to your heart. And if you pursue that, if you take that passion and you put it into action, you do the work, you're going to be an unstoppable person. I'm a super passionate guy. You may or may not have figured that out. Whatever I get into, I really get into. And that's why I'm going to be a hard person to beat. And that's what you want to be. Does that make sense? So don't go for that reality thing, because that's just becomes the nightmare. It really does. Okay? Do what you love, do it with all your might, and do not stop.
Okay.